All right, so first we'll start off with how to properly skin your model. Let me bring in a few things. I probably should have prepared it before I did this. Make sure there's no parents on it. Set origin to geometry. And then rotate that bad boy. Zero, zero. And then I want 90, 90, and 90. 90? 180. Whatever. Manually it is. And then let's snap it to the grid. Perfect. All right. So, as always, best practice is to go into edit mode, highlight all of your mesh, press M for merge and by distance, just to remove any double vertices. And then we'll do that for the outfit as well, which there shouldn't be since I made it myself. So there actually was. Wow. L designer on my part. All right. So to start off, what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to just scale it down to about a rough fitting. Actually, scratch that. What we want to do first is put bones in this here carrot. So let's go ahead and do that. If you've seen any of my other videos, you already know how to do this. We'll want the head to be about right there. That looks good. Extrude that up. And then let's parent that carrot. If I press the right button, it would help. Good, good. Pose just to make sure we're working good. Very well. All right, back to this. So, as I was saying, what you want to do, let's kind of hide those now. Okay. We are going to want to scale it as close to the way we want it as possible. So, go ahead and do that. And actually, let me show those back armature right quick, just so I know where my neckline's going to be. All right, there, probably. Yeah, perfect. So, let's hide those again. And, aha, so we need to scale it out with the y-axis. Kind of get that off of there a little bit. Quick tip, if you need a reference guide on which axis to use, you can use the axis on the ground as well as this gizmo here. So you know green, Y, X, red, and then green, blue, Z. Just a little helpful tool tip for y'all. Okay, so then let's continue to line this up as good as we can to start. All right. So Now comes the fun part. We'll select our costume, go into edit mode, and turn on proportional editing. You can either click it up here or you can press O, and O will turn it on and off. So, in order to do this, what we want to do is we want to get it all as close as possible to get it skinned. So, what we can do is we grab a single vertice. We'll grab it. Then you want to make this circle as small as possible for now. Then grab and just have it touch your model. And then you don't really want to freehand this. That's why I use X, Y, and Z. Or else it'll get all wonky and you'll get out of place. So once you have it touching the model, you want to go ahead and make that bigger. And I'm doing that by scrolling the mouse wheel. And as you see, it kind of conforms everything to that point. And then we'll just go around, basically do the same everywhere. Start small, then raise. And it should all form around. Yes, 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 yes. And then just continue to go all the way around the model. If this takes a while, I may do a little time lapse. But this is what's going to give us that skin tight look. We could use shrink wrap, but shrink wrap sucks. So we won't use shrink wrap. Good, good, good. So far, so good. And then if you want to do at the bottom, you can do the same thing. Just have it touch and then brings everything back. Actually, I want to stop it right there. And then we'll do the same with the back. Bring it in small, have it touch, and raise it up. Now, you can attempt to just automatically parent this with automatic weights to the bone, right? And sure, that'll work, but as you can see, not too good, all right? You know. So, instead, let me clear that with Alt P, keep transformation. Beautiful. Instead, what we'll do is let's actually remove these vertex groups. We'll add a modifier to it. And it's going to be a data transfer. Your source will be your model. If you don't know the name of it, you can just click this dropper and select your model and it'll replace it. Then we're going to check vertex data, vertex groups. Then we'll hit generate data layers, and apply. So now we'll come back and we'll Control P, but with empty groups. And the reason why is because when we transfer data, if you see from the weight paint, it transferred the data from the carrot, as you can see. So now when we move our model, we get real deformation. Now, I didn't spend time to go around and put it all tight to the skin all the way around, but if you get it all tight, of course, it'll rotate better. Everything like that. This is just a short little tutorial. And then once you finish with that, you can go ahead and send it into Lin Studio, add your eyes and mouth, and be on your merry way. And that's it for how to skin your models. Our next tips will be all in Lin Studio.